Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 20 of the Loved at Launch app review series. Today I'm not taking a look at the Apple app of the day. One, it's a paid app, which I don't mind because it actually sounded kind of cool, but two, it requires audio recording and I just can't make it work with these reviews. So I took a look at Apple's other suggestions and it was about finding your focus. Ran across this really cool app called Forest. So I've been looking for a Pomodoro timer for a bit now. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a way to stay focused for 25 minutes at a time, which for me and my ADHD works very well. And so I ran across this app here, which is basically, it's all kind of themed and gamified around planting trees, but there's actually a component of this where you get to plant real trees from your productivity. So I'm excited to see how that works. Let's go ahead and dive in, take a look now. So here is the initial onboarding guide here. So this is plant a tree wherever you want to work. Plant a tree. In the following time, the tree will start growing, basically. And if I get distracted and pick up my phone, the tree dies. So it's kind of an interesting animation there. Kind of caught me off guard from the other two. Just kind of like freaked me out for a second. I thought I did something wrong, but so build your forest. So the more you do, the more trees you get, and you develop this working pattern, called no smartphones. You can get into this deep work cycle, which is very helpful for doing your most important types of work. So, so it gives you some ways that you can use it. Okay, the onboarding guide was a little bit long. It didn't really also talk about the Pomodoro technique itself, which is interesting. And then now I have this overlay guide here. So drag the green button. So it's kind of this interactive prototype. Well, actually, it didn't let me drag it. It just kind of, once I tapped the screen, moved on to the next step and tapped the tree to change to a different species. So let's try that. It looks like these are locked. I can see that. Oh, no, they're not. They're just grayed out. That's interesting. I'll go with this cat tree. I definitely thought that they were locked because they're darker. But either way, so drag. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is your focus time. So if I want to say that, interesting. So until I hit 25 minutes, it stays as a shrub. So, okay, so we'll keep it as 25 minutes. But, okay, now it is saying unlock at the bottom. And so the kitty tree is, so the tree is 500 coins. What are a tree in a bush? Okay, so the tree takes 25 minutes. Oh, interesting. So is it saying I can kind of cheat and unlock first? Or, okay, what if I go there? So now I can do 20 minutes and start. That was confusing. I feel like it should start you on something that you can do right away without having to unlock and go into that whole cycle. I think that was confusing for me. I want to get in and start doing this timer because or else I feel like I'm being unproductive by actually, just exploring this app. So if I set it to 20 minutes, it stays as a shrub, and then I basically click the notifications and it sends, asks for notifications. I don't know why. I have a guess. That it'll notify me when the timer is up, but I don't know for sure. It'd be great if they could kind of prime my expectations with why they need this notification. But for now, let's just go ahead and we'll say don't allow. Because I just really don't like notifications, and this app should understand that as being, all about productivity and not touching your phone. So, so what is this little pencil in the top corner here? I don't know. Oh, okay. So this is so I basically describe what I'm working on. Seems weird to me that I do that while the app, the timer is going. Maybe that's something that should happen before or even after. But I definitely don't think it should be taking up my time here. And then notice that when that keyboard comes up from the bottom, now I lose my ability to scroll. And so half of the save button is actually hidden for me. It's enough that I can still click it, but that needs to be addressed. So that either if I tap the top of the screen, that keyboard disappears, or that I can still scroll in that menu. So, so it looks like if I hit the top right corner, it plays some sound. That's nice. and it tells me what sound it's playing. So if it says long press the icon to change the sound, and it's kind of a blank state screen, right? So it basically says this is the only one you can do, and there's a description at the bottom that says more sounds to be unlocked in the store page. Okay, sure. So I'm going to go ahead and give up, I guess, and it tells me kill my cute little tree, and there we go. It's dead. So what is this little timer? Take a break. Okay, so maybe some words below. I love an icon that doesn't have to use words, but oftentimes they are required, so I don't have to go in and actually just explore it. I can hit what I want. See, here it asks me to take the note, and that makes sense to me. This is probably a share, I would guess. Yeah, okay. So see, there are icons like that share icon that don't require an explanation, but a lot of times they do. So top right corner here, this icon up here, this little kind of like gold coin, I'm guessing, but it's not clickable. And everything else on the page is clickable, so I'm not really sure what that is. I guess it's that I didn't earn any points through it, and then I can hit the back button. Okay, so that seems like the main functionality. The additional people sounds like a community. Yep, I got that. So plant together, another little walkthrough guide. Can I exit it? I cannot exit it. There's no X. I cannot just tap away from the guide itself. And so, it's a short one, but the X doesn't pop up till the end. I prefer a choice, because I also prefer that guides don't have to happen, that they're just like, maybe accessible in the menu over here, but are not required. Speaking of menu, this is a confusing menu. It doesn't give me any. I like what they're going for, and I think that will work well with the new iPhone 10, but I don't know what any of these are. So the tree, so this is kind of like my stats. This seems kind of important, and it's not on the main page. So yeah, they need some, text to let me know what these menu items are. Here's my timeline. Okay, I can see that from the icon once I know it now. This is probably a store, or nope, that's tags. I guess I can see that as well, but they talked about a store, so I kind of got confused there. Community, forest ranking. What's weird to me is that this icon is very similar to the one in the top right that I'm currently on. That's kind of the social aspect. Here's my accomplishments. There's part of the game mechanics. That's the store. Yep, okay, cool. And then, so planting a real tree costs you coins, but that is one of the coolest part of the app. I love that functionality. It's why I will actually give this app another chance. Honestly, I think there are other more simple Pomodoro technique apps out there that are probably better for someone who is actually trying to stay productive. But I like the plant option, so I will try that next time. Looks like you can join a shared room. You can create a room. Cool. I like it, Forrest. I think you need to simplify the experience so that you don't confuse people with the lack of text on icons, and that I can get into this app and be productive right away. That's the main goal. That's the main value. That's the reason that I downloaded this app. Of course, I'd love to plant trees and I like the gamification, but that shouldn't take over the value of the app. It should be complementary to it. So anyway, love what you guys are doing, and hope you all like it, and I will catch you again tomorrow for episode 21.